good morning, my people. What's up, world? It is Monday, November 18th, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because with him, all things is possible. This No Doug Zone episode is sponsored by Matchbout. Follow Matchbout Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Matchbout, the best sponsorship in the land. Good morning, my people. How's everybody feeling? Hope everybody's feeling blessed this morning. I hope everybody's feeling appreciated. I hope everybody's feeling thankful for seeing another day and knowing with him all things is possible. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday to everybody. Yes, we got one more week to Thanksgiving, y'all. Shit, I think we got one more week until November ends. Maybe a week and a half, something like that. What is it, 28 days in November? If I'm not mistaken, 29. Um, it is almost that time. That's all I know. Next thing you know, we'll be bringing December in, and that'll be pretty much it after that, man. Which it's a blessing, and I know around this times are hard times for everybody, but this is also times where we should be appreciated. We should appreciate a lot of things, even though it's hard. It's easier said than done to tell somebody to appreciate something if they feel like they lost everything. But at the same time, we can't crash out. I spoke about this a little bit yesterday on my live. I was in a conversation with one of my good brothers from over on the West Coast. Shout out to my man CJ Rich. We spoke about it. We were just speaking. We just happened to be speaking about this yesterday, and I said, you know what, I needed something to talk about this morning. So, um, that was the word of the day: crash out. We have to make sure that no matter what we go through, we don't crash out and put ourselves in a predicament where we're just not here anymore, or whatever the case may be. So let's jump right into that. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go. Crush, the greatest man alive. What up? What up? Philly in the building. D Free, my DC / Maryland brother. Crush, I'll be out in Crush. I actually be out in Philly the 25th of January. It's a big amateur show going out there with Ivan Robinson and Team Warfare. They're gonna collaborate. They're doing the Belt Show out there January 25th. So I could finally get my ass to Philly. I should have been in Philly a year ago. Every time it seemed like I tried to get there, it was always some type of interference. Somebody throw me the pass, and time somebody throw me a pass, somebody jumps in front of me. It was always some interference. It wasn't a person that always would interfere. It would always be a situation. So I'm gonna definitely make it my business January 25th to get out there. Okay, so we all have came to a point in life when something happens. Smash my like button too, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Please smash my like button. Just don't come in here peeking, because you get on my nerve with that. Don't come in here just peeking. Oh God, let's see. Let's see if he talks about Saturday. Nope, I'm not. We all have got to a point in our lives where we didn't face a situation where we didn't know how the outcome was going to be, and some of us know how to deal with it. Some of us didn't know how to deal with it. Some of us try to figure out how to deal with it, and some of us just we crash out because we don't know how to deal with it. We can't deal with the pressure. We don't know how to handle it. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of where I left off last night as I was speaking about that. And I was bringing up many different situations on how sometimes a man gets with a woman and for whatever reason, the woman doesn't want him anymore. He's ready to throw it all away, crash out, ends up doing something to her, ends up doing something to the kids, ends up doing something to himself. Or he don't do anything to himself. Now he's like that thumbnail. You spend the rest of your life in prison because of a lot of our brothers and sisters, a lot of our brothers. That's what they're doing now. A lot of time in prison because they crashed out. Couldn't control their emotions. They probably could control it better now than ever. But sometimes not controlling your emotions and not thinking and reacting to things the way you not supposed to
Y'all niggas be
cause you
niggas Virginia be tripping. I gotta
to
get the
crash
fuck out of here.
could cause you to crash out. So we try to think of how could we avoid going down that road. Somebody like me, I think I've crashed out a couple times and it just got me in places that I didn't think I would be. And I'm like, okay, I better get up out of here before this would be it for me. How do we avoid not, you know, crashing out? Be free, what up? Good morning to the freeze. What's up?
What's good?
Good morning.
You gotta get the hell out of Virginia.
Oh, all right. Well, be safe. Safe travels.
Now, these niggas
Safe
out here don't
travels.
know how to drive.
Man, nobody in the world knows how to drive for real, for real. It don't even matter what city you're in no more. You'll realize there'd be more crazy people outside your city driving than in your city. I noticed that. I get outside of New York. There's some of the craziest drivers in New York, but I get outside of New York, I'm like, shit. Y'all can't drive outside of New York neither. I'd be looking at people like, yo, where y'all? Like, y'all get y'all license out of a cereal box? Should be crazy.
Now the
Y'all
problem
said it.
is,
What's up?
the problem is, there's too many people traveling to other people's towns and don't know where they going.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but that's why I'm glad I don't have a car because I don't have the patience for. I ain't trying to crash out while I'm on the highway.
And we were just listening to some dudes crashed out last night. Dudes was riding in a car beside each other. The dude just unloaded on another dude, hit him 5 times.
He said, "You what? You broke up a little bit. You said what?"
And I said, no, we was listening to some dudes that crashed out last night. Two dudes was riding beside each other, and I guess they got into an altercation, and the dude unloaded on the other car and hit the dude 5 times while he was driving.
Jesus Christ! He didn't kill him, did he?
It's some bullshit. I don't know, probably. He hit him 5 times while he was driving.
God damn. See, this is a perfect example. Why this is why we have this conversation this morning. You dudes got to control yourselves, man. Got to control yourselves. Um, Crashing out seems to be a thing now. You know, it's been a thing, but we just wasn't calling it crashing out. We were just talking about losing. We would call it losing control. That seems to be a thing now with y'all, man. But some of y'all look to crash out in a situation where you don't even have to. Like I was saying about your lady not want to be with you no more. Y'all ready to risk it all, as if she can't be replaced. Your job fires you. You ready to go? You ready to go shoot everybody up in the job? People that don't even have nothing to do with you not being fired. And it's like it's not that serious. Ask yourself that. You gotta ask yourself that. Give me a second, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. These damn allergies again. Granddaddy always said, stress. Yeah, but my whole thing was just also not just that, Josh, because I don't want to make it seem like this is about that, but it's just the whole. It's all about being able to control yourself and not crashing out. Because, like my thumbnail, as you can see, it makes a lot of sense. If you manage to make it through after, that's where you'll end up at, behind bars. And you have to ask yourself, was it worth me doing this and doing that to end up behind there? My life was worth much more than this. But because I couldn't control myself, this is the situation I put myself in. Jay Gibson, what's up? I'm sure you, D Free, being on your job, you and Mrs. Free, you have seen where people have they have lost it. They've crashed out. And you like, oh man, well, you know if you do this, you know where you're going, right? And it's kind of hard to talk people out of doing shit because once they have their mind set already on what they're gonna do, there's no talking them out of it. It's you know, people sometimes people just look for a reason to do shit. Like as if you get some street cred. And I never could understand that. Quee hashtag Quee did it. What's up? Why is crashing out such a popular thing now? I mean, being acting ignorant always seemed to be cool to some of y'all, but now it's even more. It's even more popular to just crash out with no questions asked. And we all have our moments. It brings attention. It does, Quee, but the sad thing about it is, who are you trying to entertain? Because you're not doing nothing but bringing attention to yourself. Because when it goes down at the end, your ass is the one that's got to be held responsible for your actions. While the people you're putting on the performance for are gonna go on daily. They're gonna go on with their business. So if you're doing that for attention, you looking for attention in the wrong places. Maybe that's just one attention people do. Um, well, we just speaking about life, period, Josh. I'm not even speaking just on the social media. I'm just talking about the shit that we have done sometimes. Our peers have done, our family members have done. We done seen people on the streets do, and then they put you behind bars. C4, what's up? It puts you behind bars if you make it. If you make it that far. Vane, what up? So I think about it and I go, yes, we all have had our Jeff Spark, what's up? We all have had our moments where we couldn't control ourselves. Smash that like button too, y'all. Smash that like button. We all have had moments. We have had family members, we have friends, whatever, people that we went to school with, co-workers, whatever you want to call it, right? And I know it's easier said than done because I done had moments where I done snapped. And then I'll think about it after, sometime after it's too late. But some of the shit that we're getting upset about, we weren't gaining nothing from it anyway. If you think about 80% of the shit that we get mad about, we don't have no control of it anyway. And because we don't have no control of it, we crash out. Because, you know, as grown people, we want control of everything. We got to have it. I said this last night when I was on Instagram. I used to be the guy who wanted control of everything. And if I couldn't have it, then I'll crash out. I'll lose it. And when you sit and you take the time to think about it, you're not gaining nothing from the shit that you are reacting off. It's like, okay, you can do this, you can say this, but what are you getting out of that? I have to learn even now. There's times where, especially for this year, I've almost put myself in that predicament where I could have been, like my thumbnail, I could have been the guy behind bars, and then I would have to come back to reality and go, no matter what was said to you, no matter what was said about you, because people will say things about you, they'll spread rumors about you. They think because they might have something on you that's not really about you, but if they think they have something on you, they'll try to use it against you. Now you don't know how to react to that. You go out there in the world, you possibly do something stupid. Two things gonna happen. If somebody doesn't do anything to you, you're gonna go down for what you did. So that's something that, you know, especially with the youth, that I always try to store in their head, that don't crash out, and don't let none of your so-called friends talk you into doing anything, because just like I said, just like Josh said, they doing, I think it was Josh Aqui who said they do it for the attention, but what you doing that is the wrong attention, because at the end of the day, you're trying to impress them or impress yourself, whoever you're trying to impress, but you'll be the dumbass at the end of the day doing the time in jail. So that's something that I always try to push also to the youth. What up, Free?
Yo,
What's some of the best advice? I'll start with you, then I go with Mrs. Free, right? I want to start with both of y'all because you both are parents and you guys are grandparents. What's the best advice that y'all could ever give to y'all kids about not ending up in predicaments that they couldn't come back from?
once it's done, it's done. You can't rewind it. It ain't a video game. It ain't a DVD. It ain't on VHS. Once it's done, it's done. So you better think about everything you do. Like I always tell my son, everything has a consequence. Every action you do has a consequence. It can be a good one. It could be a bad one. Okay. It could be a good one. It could be a bad one. But every action has a consequence. So you got to think about what you're doing every single time you do it.
Yeah. What about you, Mrs. Free? What was the best advice you ever gave your kids to not see them end up in the system?
Think before you do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
See,
my
that
kids
type of.
my kids wasn't bad. My kids wasn't bad, and they didn't like trouble, except for Diamond, Dream's mother. Like she'll go look for a fight.
Yeah.
My other kids, they'll wait till a fight come to them, and then they'll handle themselves. But she go to look for a fight, and I told her, when your ass go to jail, don't call me. Tell the police you don't know my number.
Yeah. Yeah, my pops used to tell me the same shit. He'd be like, all right, now, you know that if you want to go that route, just know that the people that you trying to impress are not going to be the ones that's going to help you get out of jail. They're going to still be going on with their lives, talking about you while your dumb ass is locked up. I
Yep.
had to think about that. That's why when I see some of these grown people crash out, I'd be like, man, get the hell out of here. What was the reason why you did it? Oh man, she don't want to be with me no more. I said, man, get your punk ass out of here. She don't want to be with you no more. So now, because she don't want to be with you no more, you ready to risk it all. It ain't even worth
Ain't
it.
that
Like you ready to risk it all? Like, come on, man.
Yep, and
These
she
dudes, it's like crashing out has become a hobby now. It's cool to people now. People don't even have a valid reason for why they doing it. They just doing it. It makes no sense. Now you ask somebody, why you crashed out, man? Just one of them days. I felt like it. How the hell do you feel like it? I just felt like it today. Today I feel like risking it all.
you gotta say, yeah, it's dumb nowadays. People do things for popularity. They want street cred, and like I said the other day, what's the point of having street cred if you're no longer on the street?
Yeah. That's the thing I can't if free, maybe you can help me with that because I never understood that part. I don't get that. For what? If you
Um,
used to be in the streets, you shouldn't even be if you used to be in the streets, you shouldn't be glorifying it. You know what I'm saying? You done moved on with your life. And if you ain't never been in the street, you ain't even got no right to even be trying to go in that direction. Cause it's like, bro, you ain't built for that. What are you doing? You're looking goofy out here.
that's that's why I tell my oldest son all the time. I'm like, DJ, you're not from the streets. Oh, dad, you just hate. Nah, dad trying to keep your ass from a world of hurt. You ain't from the streets, nigga. You don't know
Yeah.
nothing about the streets. You only know about.
Yeah. Is it you ask yourself, is it worth it? Why? Because you trying to what are you trying to do? So I'm willing to throw it all away to prove to these dudes that I'm around, my so-called friends that don't give a shit about me, that ain't putting no money on my commissary when I need it. They're not gonna come to a court date. They're not gonna come to a visit. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to throw it all away just to prove I'm something that I'm not. Somebody want to explain to me how the hell does that make sense? It don't. You can't even make it make sense. It sounds stupid. But it's some of y'all that's willing to do that. And
I heard, I heard, I heard a dude say the other day, um, he don't care about going to jail. He built for jail. You want to be built for jail? You want to? That don't even make sense. I'm built for jail.
maybe
Why?
maybe he is free. Maybe he's one of those, So maybe he is. When I hear a man say that, I don't get surprised anymore because maybe I go, yeah, maybe if you got a boo thing there, why wouldn't you go there? Why wouldn't you? Go ahead. Go see your boo.
I ain't worried about. I ain't worried about you having no peoples in there. None of that, nigga. I can survive in jail, but I ain't built for no jail.
So,
I'm not built for anything. I can survive. I'm not built for none of that.
you can't survive. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I ain't finna sit here and act like I can't. I'm speaking for me. I can't. I stayed in Rikers 2 fucking weeks and I almost lost my damn mind. I wasn't a scary little girl, but it was like it was difficult. And that was just 2 weeks. 2 weeks is nothing, but a lot can happen in 2 weeks. You understand what I'm saying? And so any of these dudes is walking around talking about, man, that shit ain't nothing to me. Okay, cool. Just know that you ain't the only big bad. You
I'm
ain't the only
going.
big bad wolf that's in there. You ain't the only one that's in there. But at the end of the day, we have to be responsible
She ain't
for
go.
our
She ain't get to
actions.
work by 9 o'clock.
We all got to be responsible for our actions. All of us. And crashing out is not the answer. And I know it's easier said than done. Well, it's easy for you to, I know it, believe me, I know it's easier said than done. But we see where that'll get us. Oh shit, this is crazy. Sorry, y'all. I'm always taking my eye off with the show. But anyway, so when I see it and people go, I have nothing else to live for. So I'm just gonna go out there in the world, just throw it all away. Know what I mean, D3, I'm gonna throw it all away. My wife left me, my kids don't acknowledge me. I lost my job. Fuck it, I'm just gonna crash out. What's the worst that can happen to me if I crash out, huh? I done lost everything. What's the worst that can happen now?
The worst thing that can happen is you crash out, but you don't take yourself out, and you still living here to regret it.
Yeah.
Now you in a worse situation you was in before.
Yeah. And whatever you do, right? Yeah, and what they don't realize too is
that's the problem with a lot of people. They so dependent on somebody else that they can't live without a woman or without a man because they so dependent on that individual. Now it's all right to have them, but you don't have to be solely dependent on that person.
yeah.
You should be able to survive if that person happens to leave, or God forbid that person happens to pass away. If you can't survive, then that means you was dependent on that person for everything in your life.
Yeah. Which is another thing I never could she said needy as hell. Yeah, Queen. There's always somebody like that, needy as hell. But it'd be crazy though, because people just be ready to risk it all, and the shit don't even be worth it. Like, you ever had a family member come to you and ask you for money, and you'll tell them no? They'll make a big damn deal out of it. Like, you know what I mean? They be just ready to crash out and really like, yo, that's effed up. That's this, that's that. You like, bro, like, you doing all this over $10?
Yeah.
You doing all this over $10, bro? Is times that messed up?
Dream crash out every time I tell him he can't have no Takis. I want some Takis. No.
But you know what though?
Go crazy.
That's acceptable until, you know, he'll learn. He's still young. I'll take it from him versus these grown ass people. But yeah, I can only imagine.
That nigga, sometimes I can't take it from him. That nigga go crazy. That nigga stomp, smack. He ready to fuck everything up in the house. That nigga take it out on Jazzy. Take it out on his sister. Alright, Dream, you alright? Leave me alone.
He was in there beating dog food the other day because I won't give him no candy.
Yeah, Dream. Yeah, Big Dream. Don't do it like that, Big Dream.
I try to break him out of it because I mean we laugh about it now, but that type of mentality will have you crash out when certain things don't go your way. So I try to break him out of it, and I'm like, I don't care about your attitude. Your attitude don't scare me.
A dude went into the bodega. I don't know how long ago that was, and if I'm gonna make sure I tell the story right before I mess it up. I think it was something that he ordered that either they didn't have, or I think they were taking too long. And all I know is in the mix of everything, while people are in the store, this dude pulls the gun out and just starts letting off shooting at the dudes behind the counter. I said, over something that they don't have? Like, are you kidding me? The stupidest shit happens in my city. The stupidest shit happens in my city. The dumb things that they do here, it's just, I'm like, So you shoot at them because of something that they didn't have in the store, or because they took too long. So you decide to pull your gun out and start shooting at them. This is the kind of dumbass world. This is what it comes to, Free. This is what it comes
That's
to
just
now.
like that movie that Michael Douglas played, and I can't think of the name of the movie. But he walked into a restaurant and he was asking for a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and the cashier was like, "Oh, we don't serve breakfast at this time," and he was like, "Well, I would like a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich." She's like, "We're not serving breakfast at this time," and he was like, "Is that the manager?" I said, "With him?" So the manager came over. He like, "I would like a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich," and he was like, "Oh, we don't serve breakfast at this time." He was like, "Have you ever heard customers are always right?" He was like, "Yes." He was like, "Well, I would like a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich." He was like, "Well, it's 11:30. We stopped selling breakfast." This nigga pulled out a sawed-off shotgun and was like, "I said, what a bacon, egg, and cheese." I was like, "Yeah, y'all better get that man a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. He's about to blast everybody in the daggone restaurant." But that's how some people are. Some people look for the smallest thing to just go all out.
Like, you ever see, I know you and Mrs. Free see this and everybody else in here sees this. You ever see now, it's not even safe to go to fast food no more. These motherfuckers is jumping over the counter now. They fighting the managers. They fighting the employees. I'm like, yo, what are we doing when it ain't safe to go to fast food to go order? That
Yeah,
shit is crazy.
yeah.
Y'all ain't jumping over. Y'all ain't going to the Chinese place jumping over their counter because you know they'll chop your ass up. But y'all walking into Burger King and McDonald's, I don't know what it is about McDonald's. They just got a sign up in front of their shit that says it's okay to come over the counter if you got an issue. I don't know what it is. Every McDonald's in America, people are going bonkers. And once that shit is documented,
the problem with McDonald's is they have too many young ghetto people working at McDonald's, and they feel like they can talk to people any type
yeah,
of way. People like, man, I
yeah.
ain't having it. I don't care if we are in a restaurant. You're not gonna talk to me any kind of way.
It's the damn ice cream machine always messed up. We stupid.
I seen some of these McDonald's because I used to work security at a McDonald's, and some of them cashiers be talking a little crazy. I'm like, dog, why? I'm standing right here. I know I'm on duty, but you wrong. I'm like, you can't talk to him that type of way and think that he just gonna stand there and take it. No,
Yeah.
I don't care if I am on duty. Nigga, I might be going to the bathroom at that time. What if
Can you
I
tell
having
you
to step
something?
outside to check the parking lot and dude say, "Oh, security ain't in there right now. Let me go jump across this counter and rip his head off."
Yeah. I noticed that, and it's sad because we embarrass ourselves more and more on social media. And every time I look, I'm like, look at this, young, dumb, and ghetto. I said, look at this bullshit. Ghetto trash is what I like to call it.
Now
Sad.
that they raised the minimum wage up in DC again, it's gonna be a lot of people taking them jobs at McDonald's and stuff like that.
They raised it again.
McDonald's almost at $20
They,
an hour. Yeah,
oh, hey.
them
So,
niggas they making like 17.50, like
is it
17.50 to work at McDonald's.
is any available apartments in DC?
There's a lot of available apartments in DC. Now I don't
Hey,
know if you
20,
can afford them. There's a lot of available apartments in
man,
DC.
listen, I can afford it, making $20 an hour. Shit, I'll take it. Damn, $20 an hour. They're about to be out here. Yo, these kids out here 17, 18, they're about to be out here going bonkers.
I
Jesus.
mean, like, to be honest with you, like 17.50 DC is good if you live in the hood. If you living in the areas where they rebuilding that, it ain't
Hell
good for
no.
you.
Josh Sanders says they starting at 1850 in Kentucky. What? Shit, I moved to Kentucky, man. God, dog. Jesus. Yeah, man, but it's no need to for these type of situations. Y'all gotta chill. Crashing out, man. Just like perfect example. When Mrs. Free had her situation and dude got out of hand. Dude came in there crashing out on Miss. You can't he crashed out. For whatever reason, he crashed out. But you see what it cost him at the end? An ass whipping and you going to jail. Now ask yourself. I'm sure he asked himself after that, damn, did I have to talk to her like that? I wouldn't have ended up in this situation. That's the question you got to ask yourself. Like, I didn't have to do all that. Got to think about it sometime before reacting. Shit happens. Sometimes it's too late, though. That's the scary part about life, Free. Sometimes it's too late to apologize for what you did, because apology don't fix everything. No, you can't murder your wife and kids and then go to a judge and say, Your Honor, I'm sorry. Sorry, Your Honor. I was just having a bad week. Bad week. They cut my hours down at work. I can't afford to send my kids to the school that they want to go to. My wife ain't giving me none on a regular like she used to. Sorry, Your Honor. I just figured they were better gone than being here. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that type of shit. You can't. Can't do it. There's ways of getting around that. And I always try to tell these dudes that. There's ways to get around that. What up, Underrated? What you say, Free?
I'm not going to jail. I said I'm not going to jail because my wife ain't giving me none. I'm not. So she not giving me none.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna take her out. I'm just gonna take her out. Now I'm really not gonna get none. You really ain't gonna get none. You take her out.
Yeah. You may not get none, but there's gonna be some there's gonna be you going to a place where somebody gonna give you some. Damn shame. It's a damn shame. But this is what I'm saying, that dudes or people, period, gotta think about this shit. And like you said, if you don't take it, and I don't encourage anybody taking themselves out because you're going straight to hell.
That nigga
But
said no cinder blocks.
when you don't take yourself out, and you know when you get caught, you know what it is. You know what it is. And this is why a lot of dudes be taking themselves out, because they already know, oh, this is something I could do the rest of my life in prison for. They know they ain't built for it. They know they ain't built for it. You got dudes who act like they built for it and they don't mind getting caught because they think when they walk in jail, everybody gonna move out their way. Hey, man, that's the dude who killed his wife and kids. Move out his way. That's a bad dude, man. That dude might come in here. We gotta watch him. Man, them dudes don't give a shit about that. They waiting for you. They waiting for you. They love to have people like that come in. You think you bad? All right, we gonna show you. We gonna show you what's up. That's that you buckle up. Yeah, BC. It's happened to me plenty of times where I've done it. And a lot of it I was able to come back from because you see, I'm still here to talk to people about it. If not, you'd have been hearing a story about me. At some point, I want you to give me a time, Free, where you felt like, and we all have had that situation happen, but then some of us snapped out of it and we got a grip of ourselves before we went through with it. Give me a time when you were in your life before you started doing what you was doing for a living. Give me a time where you were just like, yo, you know what? I'm ready to risk this shit all. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's gonna happen today.
I don't know if I ever got to that part. I got to the part that anybody say something is on site. But I don't know if I don't think I ever got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm ready to risk it all. Because I I always had a sensible head on my shoulders, so I always thought about a lot of stuff before I did it. I never just went out there and did it. Fuck it, I'm just gonna do this. I don't give a fuck what happens behind it. I never did that. I always thought about everything I did. That's one of the reasons why I'm one of the few niggas in my neighborhood that didn't go to jail for doing anything. I never went there. I did get arrested, but it was a mistaken identity. So that case was thrown out. But I never went to jail for anything that I've done because I always thought things through. I'm like I think everything through, and I'm a find a way out of the situation some type of way. I'm gonna find a way out of it, and I might do something wrong, but you ain't gonna be able to pin it on me.
Yeah. Oh, underrated. Shit, I almost got underrated. Shit. Underrated. Well, good morning, brother. Um,
Good morning. Peace to y'all and your families. The
peace,
channel
peace,
in the
peace,
chat.
peace. Um, it happens though, where some people are able to control it. Like you just said, you haven't been in situation, and thank God, because you probably would have been in the same place that people you went to school with. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that we went to school with. I got guys that I know. They went into prison. They're my age. They're 40, 41, 42, and some of them been in prison since they've been in their 20s. You got some coming home, and then you got some that'll never see a day of light. They crashed out. Hey, this dude owed me $200. He owed me $50. So when I saw him, it was on site. And I'm like, well, did you have to kill him? You couldn't just rough him up a little bit? You know what I mean? Well, no, I could have, but wasn't thinking. I wanted to get straight to the point. Now you're sitting in jail for $50, $200. Like, you gotta think. You gotta think before doing that.
Yeah.
Was it worth you spending the rest of your life in prison over $50? Well, the money was not the issue. It's the principles. Okay, well, it don't matter now. Look where you at. You can't even,
Well,
no parole, no nothing. Every time dude try to appeal, they deny that shit. You know how that feel? You like, all right, I learned my lesson. I want to come back out to society, and then you got them folks behind the desk saying, hell no, no sir.
Yeah. That's true.
What up on the Reddit?
What up? What up? Okay. I said, well,
Yeah.
for me, almost crashed out. Oh, I'll go ahead. I'm sorry. I said, for me, almost crashed out when I touched D-Free bid. Then after that, I see the light. I just messing with y'all.
You
I see the
stupid,
light.
man.
your black ass should have crashed out every time you went out. You should have crashed out right into a damn corner of your wall.
You know what?
But you know what, D-Freeze? You
Uh,
know what, D-Freeze? I tell you, Copman, I'm taking that shit, but I'm shaving your beard off. So you want to see no more. How about that? No, but all jokes aside, though,
I knew that. Hey, Quee, I knew this was coming. Quee, I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I knew it. I didn't know who was
Matter
going to
of
do it
fact,
first. Was it underrated or free? I knew this was coming.
No, but
matter
all
of
jokes
fact, I'm glad BC didn't come have drinks with us because it was at nighttime. Y'all niggas probably be walking in each other all night.
This month.
That's it. I got
I'm not doing this morning.
so
Ooh.
D-Free, so D-Free, rum punches on you next year again.
Shit, y'all are
Now,
good.
but all jokes aside, though, Green crashed out. Though it was at times I came close to that, but my belief in God and had real people surrounded by me and learn from them, it kept me going. And I think directly, my late parents always instilled in me that had that self-reliance. Have that self-reliance that no matter what it is, they say you down, only way you can get up. So, but at the same time, I appreciate what God had put help around me throughout the years. And I cherish that. And I think that sometimes that when we get crashed out, sometimes we think it's all about us. No, sometimes God put people around us to help us. Yes, you got to help yourself first. Yes, you got to put the action there. Yes, you got to do that first. Yes, I agree with that. But at the same time, you got to understand the help too. So, and at the same time, just do the work and just show action. And so, and then when you show action, always understand it's always going to be the light. You just got to keep on pursuing it, keep on doing it, and they will come. And you just got to continually and stuff like that. So when people say, I hate when people say, I never crashed out, or I never been through that. No, you're lying. Just like what Brother D Free saying. But you got some people, they don't even want to acknowledge that. And to me, that's real stupid, because one way or the other in life, you're going to deal with things. And so, but it's all about how I'm going to get through it. And so trying to have a calm, I'll say for me, trying to have a calmer mind and just keep the repetition that's going to get better. And stay in your right zone. And respect the others that help you along the way. Like y'all, there be at times that y'all help me. You know what I mean? And so gotta acknowledge that. There's nothing wrong. I'm talking about as a man, it doesn't make you a sucker. It's what's real is real. And so and also, my underrated one family. Y'all part of my underrated one family. So hey, Coco Tina too. So that's what it's all about. That's why I am what I am today. So I'm glad that you have this conversation, because we really need it sometimes. Because sometimes we need that encouragement, and sometimes we cannot do everything by ourselves.
It was important to have the conversation because we face it every day in this world. We see it every day. If you look at the news, right? We always say the news is negative because they always bring in some shit that is always negative. But if you look at why some of the dudes or the people get arrested, when you hear the stories, you go, man, really, dude? Really? What are we doing? A mother takes a baby after giving birth to her. Kind of like a Brenda's Got a Baby story, and takes the baby and leaves the baby in the back of the building in the dumpster. I'm like, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, what if you just look at 90% of the shit that goes on in this world, it makes no sense. And if we're looking for attention, if we think somebody's gonna give us props and respect us for what we're doing, we're killing babies, we're killing our wives, we're doing all kinds of shit that it don't make no sense because something's not going our way.
Yeah.
We want control of everything. And if we feel like we don't have control of, and this is what I was talking to my brother from California. We were speaking about this on my live last night. I went live on Instagram last night just because I felt like talking. And I was telling him that people crash out over the craziest shit when they be like, hold on, bro, it ain't that serious. It's not that we're crashing out for situations that is not that serious. We blow it out of proportion. We take it further than we supposed to, when sometimes we could talk about it. If it could be talked about, then as men, let's go ahead and talk about it. But when you go, hey, I don't want to talk about it, and you just bow. For what? Over words?
Yeah.
Over words. When you think about it, when you watch these shows like The First 48, and people always say, man, a lot of that shit is scripted. I'm like, a lot of y'all are stupid. That shit ain't scripted. Dummy. My cousin from Alabama, 19-year-old kid that had got murdered. When he got murdered, they showed his body on the show. Shit ain't how something like that gonna be scripted, you idiots. That shit real. But when you look at why a lot of those people do the murders or what with the robberies, it's like, man, you crashed out. What was you doing? For what? He owed me $20. We were setting him up. We went in there and we really didn't want nothing to do with him, but we just wanted to go in there and take whatever it is that he had. We wanted to go in there and grab the TV and the radio, all this stupid shit. We live in a world where it's like it's okay to crash out. And then as soon as these young kids do something, we go, the young generation ain't shit. But it ain't just them that's crashing out. Some of us older people got to be responsible for our behaviors.
Yep.
We always looking to point the finger at the young generation. Don't get me wrong, the young generation is wild, but a lot of these older people are pathetic. When are they gonna take some responsibilities for their actions?
You know what, Brother McLean? I witnessed this back in '87. I never forget, right? When he was grown men in their 40s, right? I was part of the play the they call the grown up tournament, right? Like 40 and over. But I was one of the few young ones who could participate in it because they knew me. And we was winning and we won it, right? So these two guys is beefing and everything. Yo, man, you know, I don't like the way. I said, yo, man, why don't you just walk away, man? Just walk away from that shit. He said, yeah, I'm gonna walk away. And so I was getting ready to go home. So one of the guys said, yeah, I'm gonna take you home. You know, this back in Queens. Yeah, I'm gonna take you home and stuff like that. I said, nah, I gotta go to my grandma's house. So he said, yeah, you go, here's the key, you know, get in the ride and everything, you know, start it up, you know, stuff like that. You know, so come to find out he wasn't coming back because he still be here, man. I ain't trying to hear that. I got a family now, man. You know what I'm saying? And so he came back to the car. I said, why take you so came back to the car? He's remember the two guys arguing. The guy went in his bag and shoot him over a game. And these two guys in the 40s.
Yes.
I said, what? He said, two guys in the 40s. He said, brother, let's get in the car. I'm going to take you to your late grandma, your grandma's. I said, all right. He see his best friend got shot. I said, it's crazy. I said, it really. I'm like, what? I'm like, and these are grown man family. Like Brother McLean is saying, you know, these are grown men. So really, when it comes down to it, you still got older ones still right now ain't setting the example. They not. And I'm telling y'all this. Sad. Stupid. But y'all expect me to respect y'all. Fuck out of here.
I remember it was this kid I went to school with, like 2001. It's like this was like maybe a couple months before 9/11. And this kid, he had this Pelly Pel. You know, Pelly Pel was a very popular jacket. Even coming into the 2000s, people were still wearing them, right? And kids they kept fucking with him, man. You know what I mean? And they always try to rob him because he always came with nice shit. And this one particular day, we come to school. I know he started moving different. I looked at him. I said, something different about him. I said, well, maybe today he's just on some, if you fuck with me today, fuck it, I'm ready to fight all y'all. Not knowing that when he came to school, he had that thing on him.
Yep.
And son crashed out that day. That day he just said, I mean, I don't want to call it a crash out because if I was him, I would just been on some, well, I'm not coming to school no more. Shit, to me, I'd rather just not come to school and shit, either find another school to go to or go get my GED. But despite even if him getting picked on, there was still another way he could handle it. But he went to school that day and he lost it. A couple people paid for it. But also at 17, he had to go in. I forgot how many years he got. I think he should be out now. I don't know. He should be out. But my thing was, it just didn't make any. It was. I don't want to say it didn't make sense, but there's ways of doing things.
Yeah.
It's used to rap about Petty Pill. Yeah. So we just have to be careful and be responsible for our actions. Now, there's just some things you don't have control over that you got to go. You know what? It's out of my hands. If somebody messes with your wife and kids, there's no such thing as you telling me I crashed out. If you go ahead and mess with my wife, or my aunts, or my kids, people that I love, I have every right to do whatever I have to do to you. But just to be doing something because it didn't go your way, you wanted it to go your way, or you just like, you know what? Fuck it. This is how I'm going to handle it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to crash out. I don't care nothing about, like D Free said, I don't care nothing about going to jail. I don't care nothing about going to jail, man. I'm cool with that.
Look,
that sounds weird to me when you sit here and tell me that you're cool with going to jail. You cool with that? Now I'm starting to question your manhood. Because now I'm like, well, you looking forward to going to jail? Okay. Good luck with that, player. People have emotional issues sometimes, depression, sometimes bullying. Yeah, it does. They do. But my thing is, we also too have to take responsibilities in our actions.
Yeah.
Because even when we are right in our eyes, we're wrong in the public's eyes. You can feel that what I'm doing is right. But in the public's eyes, in the jury's eyes, you're dead wrong.
That's true.
Even when you out here defending yourself. Ain't that crazy though, Free? Well, even when you're out here defending yourself, right? And you do something, and let's say you just took somebody's life or whatever, because even with that, you might be right, but in the public's eyes, you're wrong. This shit is crazy. It's like it's almost an unwritten law to defend yourself or to protect yourself. Because, everybody always tries to run with that self-defense shit, which that shit kills me.
Yeah.
That shit kills me because so many people that ran with that self-defense shit that word is used so much, it's hard for you to even fucking use that now. Now it's like, yeah, all right, it's too many of y'all using that. We don't care. This is the time you're going to get.
That's true. Yeah. Good morning, Coco Tina. And also good morning, Sister D Freeze.
What was you about to say, Free?
No, I was gonna say the problem is people don't know what self-defense is. They think, oh, this person hit me or whatever. It was self-defense. He hit me first. Nah, that's not self-defense. It's not self-defense. Self-defense is defending yourself with similar actions. It's not taking it one step above and saying, hey, that's self-defense. No, that's not self-defense. It's defending yourself with similar action. Because if I hit you and you pull out a gun and shoot me, yeah, I hit you, which caused you to pull out a gun, but you pulling out a gun wasn't okay by you pulling out a gun. I didn't have a weapon in my hand.
Yeah.
So you pulling out a gun, that's not self-defense. Now he's in defense of his life, not you. He is.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of them get that twisted. And I hear people joke about it, and I go, well, you could joke about it, but I don't know why you think that. Some people think they got the law figured out.
No.
Oh yeah, I'll shoot you and stab you, and then I'll just plead sanity. I'll plead sanity. That's another one. I'll plead
Yeah.
sanity. Y'all didn't use that self-defense and plead sanity shit so much. Hey, it seemed like they already know what we gonna say before we even get in the courtroom. Watch his ass plead sanity. I'm
And
gonna
and
plead
and
like
the,
you crazy.
and the sad thing about it, your way the ones who be thinking like that, you putting your family at risk. You putting yourself at risk, and then some people think, "Oh, it ain't gonna come back to me." Oh, yes, it is.
Catching them hands like back in the day. Yeah, Quee, of course it is, Quee. Ain't nobody finna catch no hands like that no more out here.
They
Niggas
don't
is
want
suckers
to.
out here, man. They ain't about to do that. They ain't about to do that, man. They suckers. You know what I mean? That's the shit now.
Yeah,
That's why I say this world that we live in today is a goofy ass world. It's goofy.
yeah.
It's goofy. That's what they gonna do though. I would plead sanity. It was self defense. I felt like my life was threatened. It'd be crazy. It'd be the biggest, baddest people walking around in the world that's trying to convince people that, yo, I was scared. My life was on the line. I felt threatened. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You kidding me?
You looking at me wrong, so I gotta shoot you. The fuck?
Yeah, BC, I don't know, man. Doesn't even matter no more with this world, man. Even if a dude is 80 pounds or 100 pounds heavier than you, it don't even matter. Like D Free say, if D Free got his hands and I got a gun, now that's I could easily put that gun down and I could just either go ahead and take this ass whipping. A fight gonna go two ways. No, a fight gonna go three ways. This is how a fight goes for the people who have never been in one. Three things happen in a fight. Either you gonna whoop that person's ass or that person gonna whoop your ass or y'all gonna get tired of fucking each other up and just give up. But the problem is a man get the best of you, now you got to go get something or somebody. If I see that D Free don't have a gun in his hand and I got one in my hand, my thing is to go, all right, let's put this shit up. All right, we're going to do this. Hey, and I'm going to show him too. I'm going to take the clip out. All right, homie, we going to do this. And then we leave it at, me and him could dap it up if we want to, or we could just keep it pushing. We could, whatever. But
I
that
mean,
don't
that's how
happen.
it used to be back in the days. Unless you had a serious beef with somebody, back in the days, y'all would fight, and once the fight is over, all right, y'all done, y'all cool, everything settled, and y'all dap it up and go y'all separate ways.
Yeah,
That's how
Yeah.
it
that's a
used to be back in the days when I was coming up.
Yeah,
yeah.
Now,
the world now.
nah, ain't no dapping up. Oh, you beat me up today? Bet you ain't gonna beat me up tomorrow.
Yeah. But, when the man doesn't have a weapon and you do, when a man
Mhm.
doesn't have a weapon, let me tell you something. The dude that murdered my sister, he crashed out. Big time. Big time. And it wasn't necessary. My sister didn't have no gun on her. My sister didn't have no knife on her. Shit, the most thing my sister ever carried on her was a razor. So what does he do? Yeah, I got an issue with her. Today gonna be the day. Today is gonna be the day. I'm gonna take her out. He paid for it. Know what I'm saying? He crashed out. He put his family in harm. He put them
Yep.
in danger. You know what I'm saying? They was forced to move out of New York because motherfuckers was on their heads. Was it worth it? When you have to take innocent, see, people don't think about the shit that they do. What you do also affects your family because they got to pay for it. They got to pay for it because now people feel like, okay, you took one of my family members, I'm gonna take three of yours. You put everybody in jeopardy. But these idiots today, they don't think about it, and it ain't just the younger generation. It's some of you old stupid motherfuckers too.
You
Some of
know
y'all
what,
make me sick.
Brother McClay, I'm gonna tell about this story, and it's very emotional. So I want people to understand this and give me grace on this. It with this. I'm gonna say his name is Chris. He took a school bus like I did. It was people around his way keep on bullying him. And that day when he got off the school bus, he said, "Why don't you just leave me alone? I never bother you. Leave me alone." You know, the same fools came back and stabbed him up because he said, "Just leave me alone." I want people to understand that. Understand what I'm saying. He just said, "Leave me alone." And they came back and stabbed him up even before he got on the school bus. Making sense to me. Now, not knowing that his brothers and his uncle was down with the cartels and all that. And I'm not going to say the rest.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Quee, the problem with that is, Quee, is too many of them trying to be down. A lot of these old heads. Too many of them. Too many of them. And it's just sad. And she said the world, BC said the world needs a hug. Shit, man. Well, that ain't gonna fix nothing. That ain't gonna fix nothing. Cause them days of we are the world, we are the children shit is over. It's over.
Nah. That's back in 85. We're gonna stay in 85.
We are the world. That shit is over, bro. Sorry to say, it's over. And it's they're too busy trying to be down. They're too busy trying to be down. These old heads are still riding around in scooters and shit. 60 years old riding scooters, still wearing do-rags. Walking around with radios on their shoulder like it's fucking 89. It's over, man. It's over.
Yeah. Was you
It's
talking
over.
about seafood?
No, actually not. Seafood got, you know what? Damn, where is Seafood at anyway? His ass was just in here too, man. Shit.
It was coming. It was coming to me.
Damn, Seafood was just in here too, man. Damn, man. I should try to get his ass to come up. I should get his ass to come up. But you know, Seafood, I can't place him in that because his life is established and he's doing great for himself. And his birthday's coming up too, man. I believe his birthday coming up. We gotta get ready to wish our brother a happy birthday too.
Yeah.
But yeah, they too busy trying to be down. When I'm out here in Harlem, that's all I see. I look at these old dudes, and when I'm on the train, and I just shake my head and I go, "Y'all are pathetic." And then those are the same people that walk around thinking the world owed them something. Why? Because you were able to say you was out here when Rich Porter, AZ, and them was out here. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. DP Rocker joint next week. Oh, DP's birthday next week? Oh, yeah, I got to call DP. Damn, Seafood might be this week. I said next week. I think that was last week when Seafood said something. I'm going to call him and find out. But it's just a tragedy, man. But how do we teach our kids? I look at like you said, Free. You look at somebody like Big Dream, right? Shout out to my brother Big Dream, who's 3 or 4 years old. And even though you say, he'll crash out over what he can't have, but all jokes aside, because a lot of kids grow up with habits, and sometimes habits causes them to crash out. What are some of the things that you try to talk to Big Dream about that even though he's 3 or 4 years old, he might not understand, but this is the time to talk to him. Because, when these kids get about 12 or 13, sometimes it be too late. They already be having a mind of their own, and they be on a different type of shit. So you ever sit down and find yourself doing that with Big Dream, just talking with him, or it's just fun and games with Big Dream? Because, he's a playful baby.
No, I talk to him all the time. I tell him all the time, nah, all that crying and going off, you can't have everything you want. Now his grandmother and his mother end up caving in and giving it to him. But I tell him, I said, that don't work with Pop-Pop. I don't care about you crying. I don't care about you having an attitude. No, you can't have everything that you want. Sometimes you can't have it. You just got to deal with it. Just go in the room, sit down, watch TV. It ain't the end of the day. Just come back later and ask for it. But right now, you can't have it.
Yeah. Because the scary thing about it is Some people grow up to be like that, and when they get older, they always hit you with that. Hey, what I want is anything I want, I get it. And when you hear people say that, you go, okay, what type of life did you have coming up? Where you just feel like anything you want or you see, you are supposed to have it. And if you don't get it when you want it, then you're going to take actions. Okay, I can't get it. Well, watch to see what happens to you today. And that's what we always have to start out with, is with the younger generation. And seeing it is that these old heads are not going to help out with that. It's people like me, you, and Underrated to make sure, right? Not saying we're responsible for other people's kids, but this type of message helps, because these kids today already, they're crashing out. Half of them ain't even. Half of them are not even. Half of them are not even 18, and they be out here 13 and 14, just crashing out. My little cousin's 14, and already he knows how to take cars. He knows how to take cars already, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bruh? Somebody gonna grab your little ass and throw you in the Hudson River. What are you doing? You throwing the life away before it even begins. Before your life could even begin, you're throwing it away. For what? I was hyped to be happy no matter what. I woke up this morning. Yeah, that's a fact. For what? We can't crash out before we could even start living our lives. Before we could even get to what it is that we need to accomplish. Because, like I said, all three of us have all been through something. Mrs. Free, I keep saying all three of us. Mrs. Free is on here too. We all been through something, but we all are at this age that we are because we all done been through shit. And I'm sure at any point, if any one of us done crashed out to a point where it would have cost us our freedom, we probably wouldn't be up here to discuss it. And that's just something that we need to keep in mind. That this type of shit happens, man. We got godchildren, we got nieces, we got nephews. We have some type of kids who looks up to us where we have to be there for them, because when they come to us for answers, we got to be able to give it to them. Now it's up to them to follow the advice that we're giving them, because they could easily take that and go, man, Uncle JT, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Free, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Okay. Well, if I don't know what I'm talking about, then go out there and go do the opposite of what I told you and see how that turned out. Two things gonna happen. You either gonna end up dead or you gonna end up in prison. Guess what? You ain't built for neither one. I don't want to go to the cemetery to visit you, and I damn sure ain't going to jail to visit you, because when you go to jail nowadays, the goddamn officers make you feel like you're an inmate. They'll do anything and say anything to you to make sure your ass don't come back to visit. You know what I'm saying? So to try to avoid all that, listen to what I'm telling you, because we've been there before. Like, y'all remember how y'all were young and somebody used to tell y'all something and they used to be like, I've been there before, and you used to look at them like, all right, man, old head, I don't want to hear that shit right now, bro. I don't want to hear it. And then when you get older, you see what old head was talking about, because you start facing some of them things. You like, damn, this is what the OG was telling me. And like I said, we all have been that age one time. So when we telling them that, this is something that they need to listen to, because it's very important. That's you going live today, Underrated?
Yes, sir.
105. I should be in this house. I don't think I'm doing too much today. I mean, I got to go to the lab. I was supposed to be in the lab this morning, but I'm like, I'm not with it. I had to have my tea this morning. I'm gonna go to the lab after this, and I'll probably come back to join you at 105. I don't think I'm gonna be doing too much today. It's kind of cold out there today.
Good morning, Sister D Free.
It's
Y'all,
supposed to be in the 70s today. It ain't gonna be cold today.
Ain't gonna be cold. No, it ain't.
I don't trust that, man. I'm feeling cold right now. I don't know. That's because I'm on a higher floor too in my building. I'm on a higher
You'll
floor.
see. Come 12 o'clock, you gonna be like, man, it's hot as shit outside.
Shit, I don't plan on being out there when they turn like that. Because whenever it's a nice day, it's never a nice day. If you know what I mean. Can't give these idiots around here nice weather. They crash out. They pick the stupidest shit to do. When it's 70 something, you know what I like to do? Grab a grill if I can, go somewhere where nobody sees me, go to Central Park or something. And just go respectfully, go have you a nice little cookout or something. Grab
You
your
know what I like to,
boom,
you know what
like
I like to
something.
do when it's 70 degrees? When it's 70 degrees, I like to go to the
Yeah,
local
see?
mall, walk behind somebody, and just trip them.
Please don't listen to
That's
him.
it.
I
That's
just like to
it.
trip somebody to make them
That's
fly
it.
all the way down the
That's
daggone
I
floor.
mess with you, 23.
Um, Mrs. Freak. So when he decides to do that, is somebody turn around
I would not.
and they lash
I would
out at
not
him?
be around. Then we
They ain't
gonna
gonna
Just
see me.
because
then we gonna be
your
in the
man's
mall
gonna
fucking
your
somebody
man's gonna
else.
go in the store, and when he does that, the person has a right to turn around and crash out on his ass.
No,
And then we gonna be fighting. It don't even matter.
I'm trying to tell
Yeah,
you,
they gonna
dog.
be
When I do stuff,
fighting.
when y'all gotta understand, when I do stuff, nobody actually sees me do it. When I do things, nobody sees me do anything. The
Free.
only person see me
I'm,
do
su-
it is the person that's in on the whole situation.
I'm sure the stores you go into, just like every other part of America, has cameras. You don't think somebody caught your ass doing
Yeah,
that?
but he don't. Yeah, they see me doing it, but he don't work for the goddamn store. He's a regular
But you don't think the
a
store is
customer.
gonna approach
He
you
probably
about
be
that?
working too.
Man, the stores they come
You
if
don't
they
think
want
the
to. They see
store is
my
gonna
badge. They
approach
be
you
like,
like, sir,
my bad.
like, sir, we
Dog,
seen
they
what you
can
did
if they
in
want
aisle
to.
3.
They they can if they want to. As soon as they see my badge, they be like, okay, my bad. No
So
problem,
because
officer.
you got a badge, it gives you a right to be Alonzo. It gives you a right to go around fucking with people. See, you ain't right, Free.
What they what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They don't have no authority over me.
You see that, Mrs. Free?
That's why he walked
See
by
it?
himself.
I keep trying to tell you I do stuff by myself. Nobody is around me when I do stuff. Like the time we was in the goddamn store and we was shopping and I was walking down the aisle. My wife was walking in the aisle. I farted and got out the aisle. As soon as I did it, some people came down
You
the
are
aisle. They were like,
nasty.
oh. And my wife is sitting there. She was like, you stupid mother. You gonna do that shit and leave? I'm like, I don't want them to know I did it.
Miss Free, how long have you have been taking this abuse?
Forever.
This is
I did that shit at a restaurant one time. We was sitting and we was about to leave. And the white people was sitting on the other side of the chair, and they kept like pushing my chair the whole time. So I was like, all right, I got something for them. So my wife was like, I gotta go use the bathroom. I was like, yeah, I do too. And I farted and got up and walked. Like, they were like, oh God.
no
She was
BC.
still
He
sitting
mad. Smash my like button, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Yo,
there.
yeah,
She was
he
still
crazy. He crazy, BC. I'm telling you, this dude, man.
I fucked up their whole meal. They ain't even want to eat no more. Fucked up their
I
whole
wouldn't
meal.
want
I
to
was
eat
like, bet you
neither.
won't push my
I'm
chair
glad you
again.
told me that. Because I won't go eat out with your nasty ass. I'm glad you told me that too. Glad you told me that. I'll take my food to go.
Keep aggravating me. We was already done eating. We was done. We was about to leave. We had got our check and everything. We about to leave. They was still sitting down there eating. Not no more. The motherfucker was eating a spoiled egg salad.
Yeah,
That's
poor
exactly what the
Vicky.
report tastes like.
That's who I feel bad for. Poor Vicky.
She was
Nasty ass,
laughing.
man.
She was sitting there dying. She was sitting there laughing like shit. She like, you stupid as hell.
Yeah, he crazy, man. This dude be telling you, man. That's the
I
perfect
do a lot of
example of
stuff.
crash out.
I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people don't see. Literally behind the scenes.
Perfect example behind crash out. This guy right here doing that to people, upsetting
I'm gonna
people's stomach.
make you crash out.
No, sir, because I ain't never coming around you. You doing that shit. No, sir. I'm good.
You ain't gonna know.
You ain't got
You ain't
to.
gonna know when I'm doing.
I know you. Listen, I got to be around you for you to do it. I ain't gonna be around you. Mm-mm.
That's a
I'm
lie.
good.
That's a lie.
No, that's nothing but the truth, sir. I will not. Now that you brought that up, no, sir. I'm good. I know you can't do that around me. I'm
Matter of
gonna give
fact,
you.
I'm a walk up on Clarence one weekend. He ain't even gonna know I'm in New York. I'm just gonna hit him up and like, hey dog, I'm out here
And I'm
in
not.
New
And I'm
York.
gonna.
He was like, oh
And
shit,
I'm.
come through.
And I'm no. And no. And I'm gonna tell. And I'm gonna tell you. Have fun. Have fun.
No, you ain't. It's gonna be months from now. You ain't even gonna be thinking about this no more. You gonna like, hey
No,
dog,
yes, I
come
am.
through.
Yes, I am. How I'm not gonna be thinking about it? It's documented already.
Uh-huh.
All right, you see.
Yeah,
You
what's going
see.
on?
Watch.
Listen,
Clarence gonna be
listen.
like,
One thing
this
about
little
me, I
nasty
never
motherfucker
forget.
got me.
One thing about me, I never forget
He
nothing.
got me.
Nothing. Even if it's months from now, I can't forget it. Everything is documented. Can't forget
Yeah.
it. See,
You'll
only way
forget.
you can get
You'll
me
forget.
is to not. Only way you can get me is to not tell me something. Once you tell me something, it's already on it now. Now I might
That's
not
where I
know the
wanted to
day of the
go.
month.
Tractor.
I may not know the day of the month that you coming up, but I'm gonna be ready for it.
That's where I wanted to go. Tractor
Yeah.
Supply.
Michelle, good morning. She said, hello there.
I
Good
didn't
morning.
even realize it
Welcome.
was right here.
Welcome to the No Doug Zone podcast. Good morning,
I didn't
Queen.
even know that was right here. I've been wanting to go there for a minute.
But despite that,
Hmm?
we have to
Now they had some
teach.
stuff in there. I wanted
We
to
have
see
to teach
what's in this.
people, and we have to learn ourselves that crashing out is not the answer. We have our moments. It happens. It's a part of life. But the scariest thing about it is the after effect.
Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
And by the time we look up, it's like, oh shit, I'm standing in front of this judge. My life is on the line. Might be over for me. If you just look at some of our young men, our brothers, who then gave it all up
Yeah.
because they couldn't control
The emotions.
their emotions. And that go for me because sometimes I'd be afraid to be one of those people where I can't control it.
Yeah.
It's scary though. It'd be scary to me because that's actually how I feel. Where when you know what kind of person you are, it's scary, and when you know what you're capable of doing, that is very scary.
It really is because I could vouch for that, Brother McClain and Brother D Freeze and the people in the chat. It be sometimes I be walking and I be actually like a lot of thoughts be going through at seconds and stuff like, and it's nothing to brag about, but I know I'm talking as a man, I know what I could do. I know what I could do, and I know what I experienced through in the past. And I said I could out this motherfucker quick. I could really do. And so and now you got it. That's when you had that maturity, and sometimes the self belief that sometimes you got to walk away, but sometimes it's hard to walk away. But at the same time, you got to think about everything that I built and the people along the way helped me build. Is it worth it to throw away? And so at times, like I always say, you got to think for the next person. You have to. And it's hard, especially you right, you mind your business. It is hard, but you have to do it.
Yeah.
Got to.
The hardest thing about not doing it is not wanting to do it. It'd be that hard for people not to mind their business. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. That's why not mature around. Yeah. I just learned day by day how life should be, and I sit back and I study, I observe. I know I've had moments where even in my marriage, I've almost crashed out. And I'm like, oh shit. That could have put you in a situation where you could have been in jail. Because let's just be real, everybody wants to act like their life is peaches and cream. So when people tell their life story, they always tell the good parts, but they never want to put in life the good and the bad comes with it. In marriage, it's going to be like that. So there's times even with Tiff, shit was about to get ugly. Somebody was going to get, you know what I'm saying? And then I had to bring it back down and go, okay, you can take it there, but then once you take it there, now you got to be responsible for what comes with it.
Yeah.
And it's not, listen, Free has his mother, right? Unless it's my mama, which I don't have my mama. If it's my aunt or my wife that you're dealing with, then it's enough for me to just throw it all away. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Any man that has his mama still around, or they got their kids, it's worth it. It's worth it. Steve, what's up, my guy? Hey, give Mom Dukes a kiss from me, man, if she around you. It's worth it. But just to be throwing it all away just to prove to your homies I'm that dude, or just because you couldn't control your emotions, because you got a lot of these Carl Thomas ass niggas walking around. So a lot of them walking around they too emotional. This is why we have to start with the younger kids and teach them that, like D Free was just saying about Big Dream, that everything ain't gonna be your way. And see, you could even teach kids that, but you know what else I noticed, Free? Because people always say, y'all always say start out with them with the young. But what about the ones that you teach that, and then when they just happen to get to that age where they feel like, you know what, yeah, I might have been taught that, but now I'm at this age and I could just be, I can be whatever it is that I want to be. Because you know how kids are when they get 16, 17, 18, they start, you like, wait a minute, I never taught you that. Because that comes from these parents. I never taught him that. I never taught her that. So I don't understand, why did she wait to get 18 or 21 to be like this? It's
Hold on. Say it again.
I said sometimes they gotta see it for themselves.
Yeah. I've heard parents all over the world say that. I never taught him to be like that. I never taught her. I raised her right. I raised him right, and then all of a sudden, dude get about 18 and he just becomes a murderer. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, I brought him up in the church. I raised him right. I gave that boy everything he ever wanted. Whatever shoe he wanted, whatever video game he wanted. He had allowance. I sent him in the best schools. What made him at 18 just crash out?
Last time, a lot of times, that's the reason why. Because you gave them everything that they wanted, and you never let them actually have to work for anything.
Right.
Damn.
And also too, they never been around. Go more D Free point. They never been around lifetime experience how to deal with certain things that comes to them. Because when you give everything to them, there's another part that life that you have to learn. is the real world. And quite a few of them, when they get older, they don't know what they understand the real world is, but they never really experience it because that's all they know. Oh, you keep on giving instead to experience it. Like, you're not going to get everything what you want in this world, and that's why. For me, all I can say for me personally, I think whatever I get, I'm thankful for that. And I'm happy that my late parents had taught me that. And also all the elders of both sides of my family, that all is gone. I take pride in that, because I tell people all the time, I said, you're not going to get everything you want. You're not. And so that's what, like, you got people, oh, I'm entitled. You ain't entitled for shit. What makes you think you're entitled? What the fuck is wrong? You entitled? I'm entitled. So that means if you mess with me, you entitled this ass whooping. Then you keep on fucking with me, right? So your parents gonna save you for that. That's what I told people. You better be real careful that think that you're entitled for certain shit. And that's why it's very, I'm telling people, very, very important. When you go through life, stop thinking that you're supposed to get everything because you got parents giving you this or anybody else giving you everything. Or I just fall back. Oh yeah, it's all about you. No, it ain't fucking all about you. It ain't. And so that's a conversation that we got to go along with the conversation we have right now. I thank y'all having that. That's another conversation we need to have, because there's a lot of emotional, entitled motherfuckers out here. They could say what they want to say. They could do what they want to do because they know that somebody else is going to take up for them. To just understand this. You got to walk down that street one day. You got to be at that space one day. What you going to do then? Because the real world is going to show you something. Understand that.
Take interest in your children before the streets do. Give them directions. Yes. Yes. Exactly. It becomes, like I say, a scary thing, and it's not about if it's a kid thing, like we just coming at the younger generation, because even with the older adults, it's just when I take a step back and I look at some of these older adults and I just go, it's just crazy to me. I remember this is a conversation I had with my son when he came to New York last year. I used to always try to tell him, I'm trying to save you from a lifetime of pain. He never understood what I meant by that. I said, let me tell you something. You could easily be walking down the street one day, minding your own business, and police could run up on you, right? You could actually do time in jail for some shit that somebody else did. You fit the description. I mean, how many innocent guys we got? Every man you see sitting behind bars don't belong there. Every woman you see sitting behind bars, a lot of them don't belong there. And sometimes, and this is what I was telling him, you gotta just be careful in your actions and places that you hang and where you be, right? You got guys. I know a guy who went to prison for 35 years. Even though when he went, I was a baby. The crazy shit is he went in 35 years for something that he didn't do. That shit is bugged. And by the time they found out, I'm saying it took y'all 35 years to find that shit out. He come home. He don't know how to deal with society. 35 years, man. But this is stuff I always try to store in my son and tell him. I was always trying to tell him. You going to prison or going to jail with kids your age, you don't want to do all that. They gonna make your ass fight. These kids fight in jail every day. You ain't built like that. You ain't built like that. These kids fight every day. And that's something that you don't want to have to face, man. Don't crash out and put yourself in the predicament or in the space where you can't get out of it. It's not good. And when you see us up here having these type of conversations, for a lot of you other content creators, not telling you what to do or how to run your channel, because that's not my job to do that. But these are some of the type of conversations that you need that also have, and don't put your all into just talking about boxing all the damn time. Because let me tell you something. For some of y'all, it's never important until it's actually somebody in your space, in your family, that's going through it, is when you want to bring it up. You know, you want to talk about it. These are serious topics that need to be talked about. They need to be brought up, and it helps all of us. And we're just, you know, we care. It's very important to have these topics, man. Very important.
Yeah.
Trying your best. I'm sure that the kids become honest, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It won't be, but it won't be BC, but we still got a job to do.
But
You know what I
you
mean?
know what? But you know, I want to add this on, Brother McLean, D Freeze, and everybody in the chat. And you also, we got to talk about this because we always, and then rightfully so, we always talk about the kids in the hood and the parents, so that rightfully so. But I'm not saying y'all, I'm talking about the people outside. We also, let's concentrate the ones that live in a nice neighborhood and quote unquote think that they entitled to, because those are the ones too feel that they could do anything, or I could go back to my nice neighborhood and chill. No, I'm not leaving y'all out either. I'm not saying y'all, but I'm talking about me personally. I'm not leaving y'all out too, because y'all be starting a lot of shit too, and y'all think you're fucking entitled, and you're not. And y'all figure y'all get this. Oh, if I get a slap in the wrist, I'm dang all right. Oh no, that's so no, you're not. I'm talking about our community. You better understand that. Because I see a lot of shit too. Oh, yeah. Oh, my kids is this. Oh, my parents is that. Okay. They some fucked up. I'm talking about some. They are fucked up individuals too. And I'm talking like this because I got family that's like that live in these neighborhoods and they be acting like that. I said, you keep it up. Something gonna happen. Something gonna happen to you too.
Yeah.
Gotta have direction.
Yeah. It's
no
just, yeah. It's always a lesson. And like I said, me going on 42, I'm still learning. Just because I'm 41, that doesn't mean I know everything, right? So I'm still learning the ins and outs of life, because sometimes I have to be reminded. Because I have my days where I'm ready to be like, you know what? I could do this, but if I do that, I know what's coming with it, and I don't want to deal with it. People don't realize the benefits of therapy. Yeah, they don't. Be trained to view yeah, I don't crash out too often that I know of, but it has to do with the family. Yeah, yeah. Same thing with me. It's not worth it no more. It's no worth of crashing out because of that man that doesn't want to be with you no more. Your woman doesn't want to be with you no more. Your kids stop talking to you. That job that you gave 20 or 30 years of your life, all of a sudden they just let you go for whatever reason. You got that friend that owes you money, and before you kill him, you know what I'm saying? You like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop talking to you, man. Because what I want to do, what I really want to do to you, will put me in prison for the rest of my life. So before I even go do that, I just rather not talk to you no more, man. We're crashing out, and we're making that shit so popular. Just look at how these dudes talk to each other on these YouTube streets. Crashing out. We can't even get up here. We're getting on these panels, 4 or 6 of us, and we're acting like a bunch of damn donkeys. Make it make sense. What are we getting out of it? Nothing. we're getting absolutely nothing. So slowly, we all can learn from each other. And as long as I'm around, as long as we are around, we're going to keep having the topics and conversations because this is needed. Because right now, as all three of us is sitting on here, somebody right now where D Free is at, where Underrated is at, where I'm at, where Quee's at, right now somebody's about to make they're about to make a fatal decision that is going to cost them their freedom or maybe their life, because there's no guarantee that you're always going to go to prison for something that you did. Somebody just might take your ass out before you could even get a chance to make it. So either way you look at it, it can end up bad for you. I'm not myself. Yeah, that's a fact, BC. You know we know already. And I just thank God that, all you guys are up here, and I'm glad for these 4 years, going on 5 years, that I've been up here with y'all, just to be able to send a link to y'all, talk to y'all, to be able to call y'all, to be able to video chat y'all. It's a beautiful thing, because at any moment, something could have happened where I wouldn't be able to call y'all. What happened to D Free? Well, you ain't hear what he did? What happened with Underrated? You ain't hear what he did, man? Man, he ain't coming home. That's it. It's a wrap. So when I could come up here every morning and I could rap with y'all, rather if it's about boxing or just to be able to talk to y'all, period, is always that's always dope to me, and I love every moment of it. If I ever tried to talk to them one of a few times I've tried, and it's no longer my issue. It's above me now. Yeah, yeah, Queen. Yeah, we're not here to be people's counselors. We just here to give people that feel good. That's what we bringing back to That's what we bringing back to YouTube. We bringing back that feel good. That's what we need. We need to bring back that feel good, man. Where we all can laugh, and you see, we all laugh and joke up here, man. Y'all see what it is. Seem like you gotta go. All right, Queen, don't get mad when I say this too. Neither, please. Nobody gets mad when I say this shit, but need a good damn laugh, man. Shit, it's like nowadays you gotta pop up on a Thursday to get a goddamn laugh. If you're not coming over here, you gotta pop up on a Thursday to get a laugh. Because everywhere else, they too damn serious. They be ready to crash out over fighters and shit. But when you come over here with us, it's not about that. We sat up to what, last Thursday? What we sat up to? Shit, after 12? Me and A1 in the comments, we don't talk like that, me and him. But for last week, we had fun. We had fun. We wasn't crashing out. We wasn't disrespectful. There wasn't none of that. It wasn't serious. A1, leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, bro. I don't fuck with you like that. Stop. Don't come in here making no jokes about me, bro. Keep it pushing. No, we joked. We had fun. That's what Thursdays are. That's what YouTube is supposed to be like. That's what life's supposed to be like. If you don't want to be joked on or have any fun, then this brother right here in the middle, D Free, is not the one you might want to go around. Might not want to go around him because he's gonna have fun. Might not want to go around A1 or G5. They're gonna have fun. If you're not prepared to have that, then keep your black ass where you at. But we're gonna bring some feel good back to this YouTube. We're gonna bring some feel good back to it. And we're gonna enjoy doing it. We ain't crashing out. Oh, you said my channel is garbage, so minute I see you, I'm up. Nah. If you know that if my channel is garbage, that means you're paying attention to it and you're acknowledging that. Thank you. Just smash the like button on your way out. You know what I'm saying, Free?
Yep.
I mean, you know that you ain't the type that like to laugh and enjoy yourself, then you don't need to be around Free. That's the number one person on this YouTube shit you don't need to be around it. You just gonna be tight all day and serious all day? Don't come around it. We cool with it. We ain't gonna miss you.
You could be around me. You could be around me. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. Hey, I don't play like that. You don't play like that, but I do.
Yeah.
That does not stop me because you don't play like that. All you told me was, I'm not going to hear no jokes coming back from you. That does not say I'm not going to joke on you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might make me joke on you even more.
Yeah. I noticed that when I'm like that and I feel like I'm going to just go overboard, you know what I'll do? I'll save myself the trouble and won't even show up. That's the best thing you could do, you know, to keep from crashing out or going on somebody live. Don't show up.
Yeah.
Don't show up.
Me personally, I treat YouTube like I treat TV. There's certain TV shows I don't like. I don't turn to that channel to watch the TV show to see how much I don't like it. I don't turn to it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a choice. You have a choice.
And that's what these people act like in the world. They act like they don't have a choice. If you are part of something, if you make yourself a part of a crime, it's because you choose to. I didn't like this, but, you know, I had to do it. I had to be around it. It's part of life. No, it ain't. I've never watched a fight that I don't want to watch. I never order one I don't want to watch.
Right.
I never be around people that I don't want to be around. I don't go to places where they act too ghetto and ratchet. If I ain't gonna sit there and say I gotta be around it because it's in the hood, that don't mean shit. I ain't gotta be around it. You understand? People do shit and they don't take responsibilities in it, and then come to you with a sorry ass excuse of why they were there. If there's ever a channel that you don't want to be in, don't come in there crashing out because somebody start bombing on you. I'm not gonna come. Hey, look, man, they joke around a little too fucking much over there.
YouTube got over.
What you say, Free? Go ahead.
YouTube got over 1 million channels that you can go to. It's over 1 million channels you can go to on YouTube. You do not have to go to a channel you don't like. I don't.
No, I'm not.
Some people get a kick out of being mad all day. I don't.
And you know, there are some that they want to be D riders. So you a D rider, that's the channel you want to go to. Be my guest.
Yeah.
That's you want to do. That nobody got holding your hand to do that. But there are other channels like ours that always push out positive stuff to alert people. You do have a choice. You do have a choice. So those right. You know, you like to be on sausages. Okay. Don't complain.
I find a new channel on YouTube every single day. I'm subscribed to probably about 85 different channels. Any one of them ain't talking about something I want to hear, I just go to the next channel. I'm subscribed to probably about 85 channels. Yeah. They're not all boxing.
Damn, that's a lot of channels though. Sheesh.
Yeah, I think it's up. Yeah, I think
I didn't know you were subscribed to that many channels. God, dog, Free.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to over 85 channels. I mean, because it's YouTube, you can subscribe to whoever you want.
That's a fact. I didn't know you were subscribed to that many though. That's a lot. But that also shows you too.
But
once I subscribe to something, I support what you do. I'm not subscribing to you because I know you. I support what you do because at any time I could unsubscribe to you. So if you subscribe to 85 channels, that means you support what they do. And when you stop supporting what they do, you're gonna unsubscribe because you know you've unsubscribed before.
Yeah, I do it all the time because I know there's a couple that I was subscribed to that I know they bought their subscribers because I was never subscribed to that channel. And I'm like, hold up, how the fuck am I subscribed to this damn channel? I didn't subscribe to them. I don't
Yeah,
subscribers.
yeah. It's yeah, people just don't be knowing, man. And yeah, but like I said, man, I be out here crashing out on the regular for what? It ain't that serious. And it's only gonna get worse when the new year gets here. I promise you, it's only gonna get worse. That's why I just live the life I live, and I'll be like, you know what? As long as you continue on doing what you do, but it is something that needs to be brought up, and it's something that needs to be spoken about, and it's not just
Yeah.
taking an aim at the younger generation. It's like I said, some of you old heads need to.
Besides,
Some of you old heads just need to hurry up and just get the hell out the way. Straight up. Yeah, some of y'all just need to get out the way. I'm sub to some cartoon channels. Yeah. I'm very picky about who I sub to. So yeah, with me, I fall back and I see what they're about. Because I'm at a point too where I'm like D3. Every channel I go to, it just can't be boxing. So I'm also trying to look at other channels where they ain't on it, because the boxing topics today are fucking ridiculous. And that's why from Monday to Thursday I do what I do, and I'm gonna continue to do it. And this right here is perfect for y'all, because y'all out here crashing out when it comes to this boxing shit. You're crashing out. We ain't just talking about people crashing out in life. Y'all niggas is crashing out. Makes no sense. It's so much more to life. But y'all rather spend it crashing out. I'm muffled and talk like yeah.
hold on,
Hey,
bro.
what do we know? What do we know, Free? What do we know? Y'all should feel good to have a place y'all can come to that we have these type of topics. But y'all don't want that. No, man, this is supposed to be a boxing channel, McLean. What the hell you doing? You can't get people to subscribe like this. You got people coming over here thinking that they hearing about the next top amateur or who they want to see Jerron Booth in his fight, and now you getting up here all political and shit. Man, people go, damn, McLean, you messing it up. Ain't nobody gonna want to sub to you now. Well, guess what? If that's the case, you can kiss my entire ass.
But that's the reason why I changed my name to D3. So if I decide to talk about something other than boxing, can't say, hey, your joint was boxing matchups. Why you ain't talking about boxing? Well, my name ain't boxing matchups. My name is D3.
See, but the great thing about it is, right, with my name not really being a boxing name, you think of No Doug Zone. Shit, it's exactly, the name fits perfect. No Doug Zone, that means the name goes right along with the conversations.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I had people come to me. Number one grinder. Why you talk about boxing? Dumbass, I've been talking about boxing for years. Where you at? I had people told me that.
Man, listen, a lot of people who's asking these questions, they ain't even got a damn channel. Get a channel and then come talk to me.
Yep.
It's like trying to teach somebody it's like trying to tell somebody how to ride a bike and your ass ain't never been on one. When you get a bike, you come talk to me. Tell these dudes is crazy out here. It make no sense. Makes no sense. The behavior is just crazy. You walking Jazzy?
Yeah. She trying to
go go and use the bathroom, but it's only a certain spot that I want her to use the bathroom at. I don't want to go just anywhere.
Yo, they
Come on.
make you. Now, do they make you pay to have Jazzy there, or you could just have her there?
No, they don't make me pay. We can have dogs.
Okay.
Some places does charge like a $50 extra on your
Yeah.
rent to have
Yeah.
a dog, but not where I'm at right here.
Yeah, where I live in, it's like that. They charge you to have animals where I live at.
Oh, word?
Yeah, they do. Yep.
What's the fee?
$50. It used to be 25, but they went up to $50.
That ain't bad, because you don't want to know what it is here in New York.
I can't imagine.
Hey, hey, that shit so high, that shit make you get rid of your dog. You be like, man, fuck this dog.
Jazzy little ass getting wild as shit. She's 7 months now. She getting wild as shit.
Hey, Free, if you had Jazzy in New York, I bet you anybody money, you'd be like, man, fuck this dog. You hear what the fee is, you be like, man, shit, I don't want a dog that damn bad.
Nah, what I do is I go get me a house. Fuck apartment. I go get me a house. I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with no apartments. That's one of the reasons why I want a house anyway, because you can't tell me where I can have my goddamn dog at. With these apartments, they be like, we don't want you having your dog in this apartment complex. I'm like, well, I see other motherfuckers with dogs where those dogs are not vicious. Nigga, you can't tell me that my dog is vicious. Did my dog bite you?
My thing is
No, well
this,
then it ain't vicious.
I ain't get my own apartment for somebody to tell me what the fuck I could do with my apartment. If that's the case, it'd be a grown man going to live with his mama.
Right. That's why I said I don't
He
want
would
no.
tell me what I can and
I
can't
want to
do.
get. That's why we working on getting our house next year. If we don't get our house, nigga, I will be doing my motherfucking van life. You think I'm joking? I'm dead serious. If I don't get the house that I want, I will be doing van life. Y'all be like, damn, where you at now? I'm in Wisconsin. Fuck you doing
That's
in
a,
Wisconsin?
listen, that's okay, but I'm not getting no place, no apartment, no house, or nothing for somebody to keep telling me what I can and can't do. Like, it makes no sense. We ain't in
Today
a
I
damn
be
shelter. This ain't a damn
today
shelter.
today I be in Maryland. In 2 days you'll see me. I be down in Texas somewhere. The fuck you doing in Texas? Hey, I just decided I wanted to come down this joint. The next
Yes, you
day I
did.
be in Florida.
Look, BC said he'll be at a Packers game. He'll be at the Packers game, but he won't be there for the Packers.
I won't be in the,
He'll be waiting for his team to come down.
I won't be in no goddamn Packers game. I'll be sitting in my goddamn van in the middle of nowhere. It's too goddamn cold in Wisconsin during the football season.
Yeah, that's another level of cold. Hell no.
Yeah,
It's too damn
what?
cold.
Hey,
I'm not
Kobe.
dealing with Minnesota, Wisconsin, Oregon, none of them
Yo,
northern states, Chicago, none of them northern states when it's cold. When it's wintertime, nigga, I'm not going past, even when I'm in New York, nigga, I'm not going past the city. If I take my ass up to Poughkeepsie somewhere
oh,
or
shut your mouth.
Putnam County,
Oh,
You
that's
go to
Putnam
cold.
County or something like,
you go to
oh, it's freezing like
Poughkeepsie.
shit.
You go to Poughkeepsie, Syracuse, Buffalo, Albany, Monticello. Boy,
Dog,
you going, boy.
it's
Woo.
That's
cold as
different.
shit up there.
Hey,
I
I ain't
went to
trying to
Buffalo
say no
one time.
stuff, man. Calm.
We didn't go to Buffalo. We went to what was that? Rutgers. We went to, was it Rutgers?
That's
It
Jersey.
was something. It's something past Buffalo. Syracuse was not too far away. I think it was
yeah.
Rutgers. I think it was Rutgers because it was
That's Jersey. That's Jersey.
one of my roommates. His brother went to college up there, and we went up there. It was like a 2.5, 3 hour drive from where we lived at. Like we stayed in Carmel, which is Putnam County, right past Brewster. We stayed in Carmel, and so we had to drive up there to where he was at in school. It was like 2.5, 3 hours. But I saw the sign for Buffalo and Syracuse. I was like, dog, we all the way up here? He like, yeah, dog, we still got like another 45 minutes before we get to where we gotta go. And so, man, we went up there. As soon as we got there, dog, I lied to you not. As soon as we got there, it started snowing. And when I say snowing, I mean snowing hard as shit for about a good day and a half. Big ass snowflakes, dog. It snowed, I think it dropped about 2 feet of snow. I was like, dog, this was the wrong day that we came up this bitch. We came up, did y'all look at the weather before we came up here? They're like, man, they do this shit all the time.
Yeah, it's
Come on.
it be like that.
No, I'm not fucking with none of those snowy ass cities or states when it's wintertime. Fuck no. Like
Man, listen.
Alaska, dog. Anytime a whole lake can freeze and you can walk across that bitch and drive across it, I'm not fucking with it. A whole lake.
Oh yeah, Rochester. Yeah, BC. Rochester be disrespectful too.
That's what it was. Rochester. That's where it was. Rochester, not Russell. It was Rochester.
Too. Utica.
Yo,
That's
my sister left the Bronx in 2003, and she was going to Rochester. She wanted me to move up there with her. I said, hell no, I ain't like living in Poughkeepsie.
That's where it was. It was Rochester, New York.
Bro,
it was Rochester, New York.
I hated living in Poughkeepsie. I hated the people. I'm like, here it is. I'm 20 years old. I ain't about to move to no. Hell no.
Matter of fact, the main reason why we went up there, like I said, because his brother went to school up there, but it was Rochester, New York that we went to. But the motherfucking Lost Boys was up there performing. And so I had met Mr. Cheeks probably like a couple of weeks prior to that. I was chilling with him out in Manhattan. I was chilling with him for about a good day and a half. And so me and him became cool. So when they was performing, I was like, shit, we're gonna go see the Lost Boys. They was like, man, I ain't going to see no damn Lost Boys. I said, well, y'all go where the fuck y'all go. I'm going to see the Lost Boys. Man, I went to go see the Lost Boys. These niggas had me on stage with them. I wasn't even part of the motherfucking group. But I knew all the motherfucking songs though.
Yeah, Lost Boys is that's my number one group, man. I love them dudes. Yeah, man. Upstate, Upstate to me is a good getaway place if you don't want nobody to find you. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's a couple places that nobody will ever know where you at. Like, there's a lot of boxing gyms upstate that I didn't realize they was. And I'm like, I didn't think boxing was really big like that upstate. But boxing is kind of major up there. And then you'd be like, oh hell no, I ain't going to that gym. You got to get off the train and you got to catch your ass a cab or something because everywhere ain't walking. You can't walk everywhere up there.
Yeah,
But
I tell you, one place not to go to, it did because everybody think it's one Niagara Falls in Canada. No, there's Niagara Falls in New York too. Don't go up there.
Yeah,
please don't go up there. No. You go
when I'm on the
you ready to go back.
When I'm on the train, going to Poughkeepsie, like me and Tiff, we would go up there because we would go to the Mid-Hudson Civic Center to go see like when the amateurs go up there and fight. Yeah. We would go up there and you just see how shit look. The further you get up there, you start looking around like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? You start knowing when your ass is out the city because everything looks super different. Super different, man. It's definitely, but me, as much as I say I like to get out the hood, going upstate ain't one of them though.
I remember I went with my father. He has a friend that he grew up in Georgia, in Utica. I was like a little kid. I want to go back. No, what do you mean? No. I want to go back. No. What? No. And where he lived at, it was near the Casper Mountain. No, I want to go back. No. You ain't no. I'm not coming out the car. No. Come on, but no. It's different up there. It's a different conversation. No. I'm not. No, I won't go back. No. I deal with the 22. I deal with the 20 degrees. It's up there. It's different.
Yes,
All I can say is different. No.
certain shit I ain't dealing with. All that cold weather shit that ain't even for me, bruh. And I'm a winter baby. That's the crazy thing about it, though. And you would think I was a June baby the way I act. That cold shit ain't for me, man. Like I be mad now thinking about the winter. I be like, oh Lord. See, I'm not. I don't like it when it's super hot, but I like it when it's just right where I can go out with a t-shirt and shorts and all, or even if I could put on a sweater and some pants and I don't have to wear long johns because that should be annoying to me. I hate long johns, man. But to stay cool, I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do it. It's the hell is this? Yeah, it's Shark and Sacramento seeing how they were looking at Confederate flag. Yeah. I ain't even getting on that. I don't even. That's another thing, BC. They can crash out if they want to when they come to us and see what happens. That's all I can say. They smart. They'll leave us alone. They smart. They'll leave us alone. Just just to know that we still got to do that is go through that in society is crazy. And this ain't back in the days. And what they fella realize is that we ain't gonna put up. There's only so much of that we gonna stand for. We ain't gonna stand for all that. We ain't gonna stand for that getting called a boy. We not gonna stand for that when we go into places to go eat. We got to get looked at a certain way. Ain't nobody gonna keep standing for that. We going on 2025, baby. We living in the era now, or we been living in the era where these kids ain't scared of shit. You got people that's willing to take it there. You know what I'm saying? I seen that video this morning, the one you talking about, BC, and I'm not shocked because that's down there. To see that they still doing that down there, it's cool though. Racism exists everywhere, but what you gonna have to understand is this ain't back in the days
Oh,
where
what happened?
we had to we just it's a certain shit we not gonna play with. Nah, I don't like it either, BC. And one of them get caught, one of them get caught, they gonna get handled. Believe me, they're gonna get handled. It's just certain things. And you know what? And that's what the government and all of them want us to do. They want us to crash out. Go flip out on them. Go do something crazy. Oh man, when did he send this? At 9:43? It's gonna be too late for me to make that. Too late for me to make that. So yeah, that's the kind of ish that we gotta, we don't have to deal with, but that's the type of ish that goes on in the world. As long as they keep it away from me, I'm alright, bro. That's one of the reasons why I probably would never move back down to them type of guys, because it's certain shit that they put up with down there that up here it's a no. Come around us with that, we gonna handle you the right way. And like I said, for the next 4 years, this is the BS that's gonna come with it. Sad but true. They still had this game in Brooklyn. Try that out. Yeah, but it is what it is, y'all. Let's see. We into what hour? Second hour. Not gonna go too long today. I actually got to bust some moves, man. I appreciate y'all coming up here. The word of the day was crash out, and we have to think about that. What it'll lead to. Sometimes people will push you to go there. Sometimes you gotta turn your back on these fools who's looking to just have a reason to do something. It's not worth it. But before we can teach our kids it, let's make sure we know what it means not to crash out. Thank you. Yeah, my man gave this to me at the fight the other night. You know what I mean? Yeah, he gave me this joint, man. Shout outs to him, man. Join me, like I said, I'll be back all this week. This Saturday we got our amateurs fighting. I said I was still deciding, but I'll probably go this Saturday. Yeah, real conversations. That's all you're gonna get from Monday to Thursday. Real conversations on here. I won't be giving a shit about boxing until Friday gets here. You know what I mean? This Saturday, my amateurs will be back at it. Y'all can catch me live this Saturday. Gleason Boxing Gym. So we got the amateurs out this week. You know, y'all saw me Saturday, so y'all see me again this Saturday. Expect to see me in Philly, Jersey. Be moving around as much as I can when I can. Wherever God placed me, that's where I'm going to be. I love y'all. God bless. Everybody be safe. Tomorrow, I don't know what we will talk about. I'll figure it out and I'll let you guys know a little later. All right. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Smash that like button. Coffee mugs, t-shirts, sweaters, whatever y'all need. The merch, you know, you got to make it happen. No money don't grow on trees. Y'all need some. Y'all know you got to holler at me. All right. Only thing I'm going to need y'all to do is to hit the Cash App, send me the address. I'll send you whatever it is that you need. All right. So everybody be safe. Get to work safe. Kids, y'all know y'all should be in school. Go home after school, unless you're in the after school program. And even after that, go home. Don't get caught anywhere crashing out. Because the people that you are involved with are not going to help you get out the situation. Whoever your guardian is will be the one to hold you down. For any grown people, hey, today might be your last day at your job. For some reason, your job fire you. Don't crash out. Just move on to the next. I know that's easier said than done because sometimes they look for a reason to do shit to us. And truth be told, we all need to start working for ourselves anyway and start flipping the middle finger to them and tell them F them because they think they can treat us any kind of way. Matter of fact, that just might be what I might be talking about tomorrow. No, I did. I said black owned. I talked about that. So no, I'm not gonna go there again. So we'll figure it out though. Catch y'all later. Love y'all. Y'all know what it is. The No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.